Good morning, Kilbourne. This is your WKHS news for Friday, May 3rd. On this week's news, we talk to seniors about their plans for after high school, go to Evening Street Elementary and talk to Mr. Norris about his journey in teaching, and we highlight Joelle, our new student body president. Your WKHS news starts now.
Good morning, Kilbourne. I'm Graham Brown.
And I'm Jacob Granick. Graham, what are your plans after high school?
I'm going to the University of Dayton to study economics and finance.
That's nice. Sydney and Alana asked Kilbourne students what they're doing after high school.
In honor of graduation coming up, we asked seniors what their paths are after high school.
We also interviewed staff on what options they chose after they graduated.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Himmel. I work with the letters of the alphabet HI to MI, and I'm a school counselor here at Worthington Kilbourne. Right after high school, I decided to attend Miami University, where I studied education. There are so many other options for students to consider for their life after high school. I think oftentimes students get very stuck in the mindset that you have to attend college, but in reality, there are so many other options like apprenticeships, going straight to work. Some students want to consider a gap year. Some students go into the military. We here as school counselors know of all of those options, and we love to be able to talk to students about them. So it's not only just college that can be for you.
My name is Mrs. Fote, and I am Administrative Secretary for the Counseling Center, and I handle all the finances for the school. I did not go to college after high school. I got a full-time job once I graduated, and I got a full-time job at a law firm working as a secretary. I am very happy with the choice that I made. I've had various jobs over the years, but they've all been some type of administrative assistant job, and I've been at Worthington Schools for almost 25 years now. And I love it.
I'm Gregory Meineke, and I'm going to the Navy as a nuclear propulsion specialist. So how I got selected was, first I started by taking the ASVAB through Worthington Kilbourne. After like a few months, I got my test scores back. I got a 94. And so after that, the Navy reached out to me because I just automatically qualified to be a Navy nuclear propulsion specialist. I had to go get contracted as well, a lot of paperwork, and now I'm enlisted. Yeah, I'm excited to leave.
Hi, I'm Casey McDonough. I'm going to the University of Dayton and planning on majoring in finance and something else. I chose to go to college kind of off my parents, but also to get a degree and set me up with life. Yeah, I'm excited to go to college.
Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Davis. I teach American history and economics here at Worthington Kilbourne. I went to college at The Ohio State University. I earned my bachelor's and my master's degree from Ohio State. I chose to go to college because I knew I wanted to be a high school teacher. It was a great experience, absolutely loved it, highly recommend it. However, I also believe that for the last 25, 30 years, maybe we've pushed college too much on kids that maybe aren't fit for it. College is not the only path to financial success. I think it's just important to sit down and understand who you are as a person and really understand the path you want to go down. You need to have a nice and prosperous life. Just figure that out for yourself and do what you got to do.
This is Sydney Spampanato
And Alana Shear with WKHS News.
Next up, Claire and Spencer took a trip over to Evening Street to talk to a pretty special teacher, Mr. Norris. Let's check it out.
Today we're interviewing Mr. Norris at Evening Street Elementary School about his story of why he became a teacher.
So I've been an office manager and a trainer in call centers for a long time. Decided that it was a time for a change and that I wanted to work with kids. I worked with big brothers and big sisters for a while, and that kind of sparked my desire to want to work closer with kids. And I decided to go back to school and also take the leap for a change of career. And then I came here to Evening Street. But anyway, during that time, I was still taking classes when I could, be the head custodian during the day, and then switch over to work at Care After as a rec leader. Which was a lot of fun. I got to know a lot of the kids that way too. I did my student teaching actually with second grade here at Evening Street with Miss Kovach. And so the evening custodian at the time, he agreed to switch schedules with me so I could student teach during the day, and then I was the night custodian at night. I think my favorite part is just working with kids especially with relationship building, because sometimes that's a struggle, and understanding how to navigate tough circumstances or challenging circumstances. But I think that is my favorite part. We see the behaviors on the outside. We don't see what those kids are going through on the inside, and they're trying their best to hold on and not let it out.
What's your favorite part about having Mr. Norris as your teacher?
He's funny. Probably he's super funny. He really likes Jeeps, and he's really funny, and he's a really good teacher.
It's funny because he has a lot of jokes.
Like, he can like marbles. He does good math tests for us. Funny, and he's really funny. Like, he's funny, and he also whistles weird. Well, he just explains stuff really good to us when we have like a math test or something. And he's funny and fun and silly, and sometimes he takes stuff seriously, and sometimes he's really, really fun.
This has been Claire Bentley and Spencer Lloyd with your WKHS News.
Next up, Hatice and Angelica tell us more about Joel.
This week, we interviewed future student body president Joel Nkrumah about his involvement in the school. Here's what he had to say.
My name is Joel Nkrumah, and I'm going to be the student body president next year. At Kilbourne, I've been the class president for the past 3 years. I'm a link leader. I'm in the National Honor Society. I'm in the chess club, the Principal's Advisory Council, and I play football. Next year, I hope to bring a sense of vivaciousness to student council. I hope to encourage more participation through leading by example and leading through good communication. And I hope that we can encourage more participation and more school spirit from the student body. And I hope that I can be a good representation of the student body with my position. If I had to give a piece of advice to incoming freshmen.
Hi, I'm Joel.
I would say that it can get really easy to see like the negatives just in everyday life, but I feel like it's very important that you pay attention to all the positive things that we have. I feel like we're all very fortunate to be in a school district like Worthington and be at a school like Kilbourne. And although at times it might not seem like this is the best place to be, it's definitely one of the better places that we could be. There are definitely people in much worse places. And I think that it's important that we recognize the fortunes that we have. Outside of Kilbourne, most of my participation is at my church. A few years ago, sort of a little bit after the pandemic, there was a lot of homeless people around my church, so my mom and I decided to start a food pantry through the Mid-Ohio Food Bank that goes on at our church. Every second Saturday of the month, you can come stop by, and I play the piano at my church several days a week. After high school, I want to be an engineer, and I hope to go to the best school that I can afford and that I get into.
This has been Hatice Ozi
and Angelica Sitiawan with WKHS News.
This week on The Ravine, Emma takes us around some of the best spots for this summer. We also featured Josie Janesy as our Wolf of the Week. You can find all this and more on our website at WKHSnews.com. This has been your WKHS News. This weekend, all of our spring sports compete, so make sure to come out and support.
Have a fun and safe week in Kilbourne, and remember to keep it classy. Get off the news, Joel. We have 10 minutes to film this. Sorry, I was saying "huh" in my mind, and it. We're actually having dinner tonight together. Steak dinner. There's a bone in the center, and it's like boom to this side. But then this side, you think we get June 7th.
Oh yeah,
no more.
You actually are.
No more whistling. No more.